This is Afara in Umuahia, Abia State, Nigeria. Children in this part of the world struggle day to day. Their only hope of breaking out of this struggle is through education, but good education costs money. So the poverty continues. But there is a school in Afara that is changing lives of poorest children and giving hope to them and their family. This is Union Primary School, a school that is fighting poverty through education. The local authority school, also known as LA School, was established in 1957 with just 50 children and 3 teachers. It was officially named Union School in 1977 when it reopened with about 150 children and 8 teachers. 34 years later, it is now providing free education to almost 400 of Afara's poorest children. But what will happen if the school wasn't there? Without Union School, many of the children will be forced into manual labor as young as 10 years old, like many other local children.
I am the administrative headmaster of the school.
With an enormous shortage of schools, teachers, and of course funding, only 30% of young people in Afara can go to secondary school. Yet, without an education, these children will start their young lives with little prospects of ever earning enough to break out of poverty. And this is something Afara Family Union is determined to change.
Because of insecurity or the position of this school, the school is being messed up by people. The classrooms are being messed up, but I don't know whether it is the community or passers-by. Eating deep into the marrows of my very self and my staff. Assuming a situation where a teacher or pupils will come to school in the morning, they will first of all begin to play rubbish in the classrooms. It is not, the school we have on toilet facilities, enough. It is the stranger elements, the passers-by, so to say.
The facilities here are very basic. They have an outdoor toilet, and it can be difficult for visitors to witness these poor living conditions and decay.
Or to provide textbooks for the children, so they don't have any problem as per textbooks. But the community also, at the time the government stopped any form of levy. So that's why we could not lay hands on, PTA could not do anything, because government stopped all those things. Said that they are running the school. So that is why the community has not, because any levy, PTA levy is being paid by parents or children. So government says no.
The school receives little government funding, and this is evident in the state of its infrastructure and those of its surrounding secondary schools, Afara Technical and Holy Ghost School. The community and parents know that by studying at Union Primary School, the children will have a much better opportunity to get a job in the future and help improve their family's circumstances. And Afara Family Union wanted to be sure that these children were going to be successful.
No, as far as I know, the children are well behaved because the teachers are here. The teachers here are trained teachers. They handle them.
Union School has recorded outstanding successes. Just last year, a group of boys and girls took the first position in a local competition. To think that these gifted children might never have been educated if not for this school is unthinkable.
Again, the boys have qualify for the finals of the same cup, and the girls too, the same school. Boys and girls are qualified, in the whole Umuahia North. So by on the 30th of this month, we are going to play the finals at the Umuahia Township Stadium. Just adequate base of the population. I tried so much to make sure we are properly staffed.
It is an enormous undertaking to provide the basic essentials for almost 500 students. In the last few years, sponsors have helped build a new block and a new office. This is enabling Union School provide the quality education that will be of enormous value to these children who would have ended up working in a nearby timber shed and unable to break out of poverty.
Hajiroka is one of the prominent persons that have passed through this school, and others, but to mention but a few. I must have to tell you also that Hajiroka himself championed the building of this very block in which we are now.
The school relies on the kindness of sponsors from around the world to raise enough money to keep the project alive. The continuous support from these sponsors is vital to the survival of the school. Improvements in Union School will encourage parents to bring more children to the school.
It was through his effort that these 3 classroom blocks, the master's office and library was made possible through his effort. We're having here. The only problem we're envisaging here is the problem of fencing the school. If we're able to get this place secured, I think we'll be getting on well. If this place could be secured by fencing it, already behind me here, the people living behind have already done the work halfway. The other way, they have fenced that side. The other people living that side to some extent, they have covered it. It is only this arm and then the main road, the 2 gates. That's it. And possibly, if they can get us, provide for us a bus, a school bus. Like in most cases when we tend to do some outing, sporting outing, Children's Day and all whatnot, it costs us a lot to convey these people from here out there to the stadium. These are the 2 key problems and if that is attended to, we'll be very much grateful. Thank you so much.
We spoke to one of the teachers, Mrs. Rosalyn Nwoko, to understand the problems teachers face because we realized that they still use chalkboard to write instead of new modern ways of teaching.
So as a classroom teacher, there's a lot of challenges. Like in our classroom, we don't have equipment, teaching equipment. We don't have it. We don't have nice seats where we sit comfortably with tables. So these are the challenges. And we don't have equipment, facilities for games. We do good in games, we are good in games, but we don't have facilities for games. So we need those things, balls and other things.
Accompanied by Mrs. Nwoko, we were showed around the school and we are shocked at the depth of the decay. There were roofs with no ceilings, walls with no paint, floors with potholes, and classrooms with no desks.
Football pitch, we need security there. Because outsiders come and drive here, that is then driving.
They turn this place as a
a driving center. So that's not the challenge because of this place is not fenced. And every day we have heard from my head teacher, we remove sheets in the classroom before we start teaching. And again, the purpose, some of them, they are from wretched family. They don't have writing materials. We have textbook price, all right, but they don't have writing materials like exercise book. They will come with only 2 or 3, while we teach about 13 subjects in a day. So they come with only 2 or 3 exercise books. So some of these children, they are from wretched family, so they need help. If exercise book can be supplied to them, it will be placed.
All the academic staff at union schools are local teachers, and times can be very tough for them also. Despite having a job, it can be difficult to make ends meet. Listen.
Well, I would say it's paid regularly, but they are cheating primary school teachers. When we are giving promotion, they don't implement it. For instance, I'm an example. Since 2008, we are promoted. They have not implemented it. We've been receiving 2007 promotion, 2005 promotion. Yes. They deny us our rights.
Afara is filled with children who are desperate for the opportunity to go to union school. However, this isn't possible without the help of sponsors. Union school can only help a limited few, and those students who will graduate from union school will be able to help more of their fellow citizens, and this is where the real power of the school lies. If you are interested in supporting the school, you can contact us by going to Afara Family Union website or emailing unionschool@afaraukwu.org.